Itinerant here to show you my U.S. force in micro armor. I have, of course, some unpainted, and then it's so funny. I have like, I don't know, maybe 10 blisters of unpainted. I may or may not paint. I mean, I have it. I can trade it. Whatever. Anyway, so here we go. And then, but yet I have that. But then I have these things that are unpainted or unmade because can't find them or don't have them yet. Anyway, let's get started. So this is modeled on the 12th Armored Division, which was what my grandfather was in. And so I really tried to stick close to what they had and what they didn't have available. So they had no M10s, they didn't get any M18s. I do have some M24s here, but those are just modeled because I had them. They came in a box set that GHQ sells. All this is GHQ, and stainless steel bases, which my only problem with the stainless steel bases is they're too thin. I mean, they're strong, they're not going to break, but they're too thin to pick up. Alright, so here we go. Now I based these are all platoons. So, and I kind of based them around Blitzkrieg Commander. So this is the CO or the battalion. So I just did 2 battalions, an Armored Infantry Battalion, which is what my grandfather is in. He was in Supply Company, 56th Armored Infantry Battalion. And then I just did a Tank Battalion because they would either use, they would use 2 companies of infantry and a company of tanks for a task force, or the other way around, 2 tank companies and a infantry company for a task force, and then a variety. And they usually combine the 2. So I'm at a point now where I just need a couple of items which I'll point out, and the rest of this American stuff is just extra. And I'll look at whatever stuff I have unbuilt and just kind of round out a couple things. Okay, CO, Battalion Commander. So the 56th Armored Infantry Battalion Command, they'll have a recce platoon. This is for a M3 self-propelled mortar platoon, and this is an assault gun platoon that is attached to the headquarters. Now we go into A company, the headquarters, with an H, M mortar, and W for weapon, and that's kind of based around for command decision. So then you have your half-track for your A company support, so that's for these 2 weapons. In Blitzkrieg Commander, the HQ just moves on its own because it's kind of a nebulous thing. You could use that if a different rule system asks for it. You know, I've got that half-track, you could use it for that. A company 1st platoon, that's with the 1 dot, here's their half-track. A company 2nd platoon, 2nd platoon half-track, platoon. And then A company's anti-tank platoon. Now usually what they do is they give these to each. Anyway, so that's that. And then you got B company, and the same thing. B, and then C, the same thing. And then I got an S and a Z. That's supposed to be a Z. Oh, I've turned it. I need to put a little underline under there. So that's a bazooka and a sniper, if I need it for something to be, distinguished. Otherwise, all these have bazookas normally. If I don't have them, I'll have to specify that in the scenario. But at this point in the war, everyone had it. Okay, this will be the command stand, like that, for my tank battalion. Yeah, I'll put a Jeep and an M3 on there or something, I'm not sure. And then here's my self-propelled mortar, my recce, my assault. Whoa. Yeah, these had an assault. These were M8s, Scots. This is going to be a long one. They're so cool looking. And there's that. And then in the tank battalions, the assault guns were the 105s. Okay. And then you've got your, so each, pardon me, so each, how do I say this, each platoon would have an assault gun, one, and for these are the 105s, I don't know if I said that, I think I did. So I just made a couple extras so you could use them, because really there should only be one, but I had this extra one, and it depends on what the scenario calls for. So how these are made out here is you have one, A company, first platoon, second platoon, third platoon, and then it'd be two 75s and a 76. And the same, so B company, C company, and then D company, the headquarters if you need it, the stewards. Be still, my beating heart. That's what everyone does, they put it in their hand. Wow. Never mind. Not meant to be. Don't mind the bent tube, as it were. Okay, so then as a part of the 12th Armored Division, they'd have a recce. I don't know if it was recce battalion, I think. So there's some recce. I've got some Jeeps, some M24s, Stewarts. The most of the recce was Stewarts, and then they'd have an assault gun, so M8s platoon. Here's divisional artillery, so 3 platoons or batteries of 105 priests. I think these are so cool too. Probably shouldn't even try to focus on these because it takes forever. GHQs are really well done. Okay, back. There's my engineers. So flamethrowers, there's always an engineer attached. And they would help. And then oh wait, forget those guys for a minute. So then there's my repair if I needed to model that. My fuel, 2 anti-aircraft. These are some M24s which the 12th Armored never got, but I got them in the set and I'll use them sometime. These are beginning of an airborne, so the blue, get it, for an airborne, probably an airborne regiment or something at some point when I want to build that. And then, as I kind of alluded to, engineers. So the extras I have are just some more Stewarts, another tank battalion, so just kind of some remnants of it, some 76s, 75s, and forward artillery observer. I really should put him up here. In fact, I'll do that right now. 12th Armor doesn't have one of those, so there's this forward artillery observer. There's an extra machine gun, extra mortar stand, just a bunch of extra Jeeps. I have a ton of Jeeps. Could probably trade that for some M20 Greyhounds, and then some trucks. You can always use some trucks, and then another NI tanks 45, and some more transport. That's my Americans. See ya, boys and girls. Bye.